Hello and welcome to another Crystal Maze review. Now today we're going to go back to 1993 and take a look at this, the Crystal Maze computer game by Sherston Software. Now as I say, it was 1993 and you've got to bear in mind that the graphics won't have been the best graphics in the world. But for me at that time, this game was the dogs. Yeah, obviously I'm a big fan of the Crystal Maze, so anything Crystal Maze that was coming out was just, for me, was amazing. So we'll have a look. Now I will tell you, I know absolutely nothing about computers, so I don't know all the technobabble and stuff like that, but I will show you the end here. Computer is for the Acorn 32-bit range, including the Archimedes, which is the version I bought. Operating systems, memory required, all the what I call technobabble, so you'll understand that, probably I won't. Take a look round the edges, you see the Crystal Maze logo around the ends. Then on the back we have this, and I'll just give you a quick read up. The Crystal Maze, based on the extremely successful TV adventure show, the Crystal Maze computer game is for all those who are convinced they can pit their wits against TV's most famous maze. Discover the secrets of the maze as you take up the challenges in this fantasy playground, full of ingenious games and fiendish puzzles. Playing as a team, you enter each of the 4 fantasy zones: Aztec, Medieval, Futuristic and Ocean. In each zone you must tackle 4 types of game against the clock: skill, mental, physical and mystery. Every success earns a precious 5-second time crystal to use in the ultimate challenge as you enter the Crystal Dome. Can you crack the Crystal Maze? And then, as you can see, there's some screenshots there. Enter the Aztec Zone. Try your hand at a game of skill. There's the Gag the Gods game. And then we have Mumsy there. Can Mumsy help? Then at the other side we have the Ocean Zone. This game will tie you in knots. It's like a tile slide game. And then finally the ultimate challenge, the Crystal Dome. So there you go. So we'll have a look. Now this is inside the base. To unlock the Crystal Maze, load the software and then place your maze manual here, face down, with north facing the Aztec Zone. So you'll get this manual with it, and you can see on the back there's north, east, west and south. So you place that inside there, north to Aztec, and you can see there's different zones with different coloured shapes, and once you've loaded it up, it'll ask you for a certain configuration of colours and shapes, and that gets you in to play the game. So it's like the TV show that you have to sort of solve a little puzzle first before you even get inside. Now I'll just say what comes with it is 3 floppy disks. You get your data disk and you get you get your startup disk and 2 data disks with it, as you can see there. So they come, and then we have the Crystal Maze manual. So we'll have a quick look inside here. By Sherston Software Limited and Digital Jellyfish Design, 1993. Got to give credit where credit's due. So, introduction. I'm not going to read it all out. You can, if you want, you can pause it and just read it from there. But welcome to the Crystal Maze. You are about to enter a fantasy world full of mind-bending puzzles and challenges. Based on Chatsworth Television's top-rated Channel 4 show, the Crystal Maze computer program recreates the atmosphere and excitement of the TV set and lets you take on the challenges contained in the maze's 4 fantasy zones. The Crystal Maze can be played by 1 to 6 players who undertake each challenge against the clock. If successful, you win a crystal. Each one earns you 5 seconds of valuable time in the final challenge of the maze, the Crystal Dome. Can you crack the Crystal Maze? So there you go, that's the introduction. In here you have the getting started, the installation, software protection, etc. Then it's time to enter the maze. The Crystal Maze screen is divided into 3 parts. You have the main screen, where all the games take place, the icons, which will be explained shortly, and the information panel, which keeps you up to date with what is happening and guides you through the maze. So these are your different icons. OK and like progress. Quit if you want to get out of the game, selling time. Information, setup, your characters, and enter. You also have your configuration, stuff like your sound effects, music, if you want them on and off, or one obviously louder than the other. Difficulty level, which is quite good, and you have a practice mode as well, which basically means you can play the same game over and over again. So instead of having to go through all the 4 zones, you can just practice at one particular game if you don't feel that you're not very good at that one. So next one's input devices, keyboard, joystick and mouse, depending which one. Different games use different controls. Your keys, and picking your team. You play the Crystal Maze with a team of 6 players, just like the classic TV show. Now you choose your team from the 12 characters available, but choose carefully. The team you select has a direct bearing on your chances of success in the maze. This means basically that each character has their own skill, so some will be better at playing certain types of games than others, and it's really, you've just got to work it out yourself really. You can see there the characters. As I said, each of the players has different strengths and weaknesses, so some are more suitable for some games than others. As you undertake the challenges of the maze, you will discover their characteristics for yourself, and that'll be a great help when you later play the game again. So we get the zone selection where we start. Now you can actually click on any of the 4 zones as to where you want to start. You can decide yourself if you want to go clockwise or anti-clockwise, or you can click in the dome and that'll take you to a random starting zone. Next are the Crystal Maze zones themselves. Aztec, based on a recreation of the Aztec kingdom during the 15th and 16th centuries. The Aztec Zone is a bright outdoor zone which reflects this period. Ocean Zone. This zone is set in the hull of a sunken ocean liner with lavish fittings and decoration. The challenges contained in this zone reflect the perils of those who set out to sea. Medieval Zone. Set in the depths of a medieval building, the atmosphere here is one of mystery, intrigue, and the harshness of life in this period. And Futuristic Zone, a cold, impersonal zone where lives are ruled by computers. A taste of the future. So you get them, and you've got all the sound effects in the back, all the wind blowing and parrot noises and things like that. It is really, really good. Game selection, again, you get your usual ones. You get your physical skill, mental mystery, winning crystals. You can get locked in. You have to press control and escape to get out. Otherwise, you have to be bought out with a crystal. Some of the like arcade games, they automatically release you if you get locked in, so you automatically lose a crystal. With this one, you can actually decide if you want to give up those crystals or not. That's your lock-in, which I've just described. The final challenge, again, you go to the dome. You can take 1 player in at a time, or you can take all 6 players in, depending if you've got 6 left. You can take them all in at once. And then it's the usual rules of 100 gold after deductions. And if you do that, you get a nice little montage of the zones saying, well done, you cracked the Crystal Maze, which I did get now and again, but not often. Next page is hints and tips. It's just little hints. When entering each game, the computer will give you a hint, so try to use them to your advantage. And then obviously the credit page, everybody who worked on it, and acknowledgements. As I said, some of the games are really hard. I mean, I struggled. So I made up a little answer sheet, which I will show you very shortly. But one other thing that comes with it is this amazing poster. I don't think I can fit it all in. Do it that way for now. You get this amazing poster. Now mine's a little bit dog-eared because I've had it up on the wall in the bedroom, and it has faded a bit with the sunlight. But as you can see, you get have you cracked the Crystal Maze? and then you get the crystal, and then you get this fantastic artwork. Obviously this one here of Ocean Zone, which is my favourite zone. You see the steps and the balcony, but it's taken as if you're from outside, because you can see the porthole and all like the rivets of the bolts around there, so it's like you're looking in. Aztec, the little tunnel there, and all the greenery. And then down at the bottom we have the futuristic in the archway bit, and then the medieval with the portcullis entrance and the chandelier. So it's a really nice piece of artwork, is that. I can't find a name on it because I'd love to know who's drawn it and obviously give them credit for it, but I assume that they've got the original somewhere, which I would love to get my hands on. Now, as I said, the other thing, some of the games are quite hard, or they're easy, but they don't give you a lot of time to complete them. It's like, how the heck am I supposed to do that in 1 minute? So what I did back in the day, I made this little answer booklet, Crystal Maze Answers, and I did things like this, the Aztec Zone. These were the solutions basically, so I didn't waste a lot of time filling them. This is like a drafts one where you have to move certain pieces over others. Ocean, I never got round to doing. I don't know whether it's because I just knew what they were. Then in the middle, I did this. I made a log of all the games of each zone and what type they are. So I knew that when I went into that zone, I could pick the easier games just to win all those crystals. I'll leave that there. You can have a quick look. Again, futuristic is probably a lot that I sort of knew how to do anyway. And then medieval, these you had to arrange blocks in a certain order so that down, across and diagonally they all added up to these numbers. And then this was for the mumsy section. It was just, as I say, quick answers, so I didn't run out of time, so that helped me a lot. So anyway, there you go. That is the Crystal Maze computer game by Sherston and Jellyfish. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Again, I hope you've not fallen asleep, but there you go. Also, I will just quickly say, if you want to check out the Crystal Maze fan blog, because they've done a write-up of this, an honest write-up of the actual gameplay. Like I say, I'm biased, but the lads there have done a proper, truthful opinion of it. It's good, but obviously you've got to remember for its time, things have changed since then. But check out as I said, check out the Crystal Maze fan blog. I'm one of the contributors there. There's everything Crystal Maze, the original series, the new series, the American version, spin-offs, merchandise, everything Crystal Maze. Do check it out. Appreciate that. But in the meantime, once again, thank you for watching. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye.